What's up, everybody? Welcome to Dark Souls. This is Mr. Chad, and we're going to play a pretty awesome game. Dark Souls 2 is coming out very shortly. Well, in a few months, I guess. A couple months. So we're just going to play this, because I just felt like playing it. Warrior... Let's get our character set up here. Master Key. Face. Commoner. Hair. Don't matter. Color, light brown, of course. Okay, so let's get started. And we're going to skip the cutscenes here. So, you've probably seen a lot of playthroughs of this. I mean, maybe you have, I don't know. But we're going to do something that will actually be a little bit easier than your typical playthrough. And what I'm going to do is, we're going to go get the Great Scythe out of the catacombs, and we're going to attach a fire enchantment to it. Sort of right out of the gate. We're going to go and kill our first boss, named Pinwheel. And Pinwheel will be our first target. Then we will progress through the rest of the game as normal. You may be asking yourself, well, Pinwheel, isn't that in the depths of the catacombs? You know, that really hard place with the necromancers and the skeletons and everything else? Yeah, that is the place. But what we're going to do is we're going to do something a little bit different. And that was, we're just going to run straight through. We're going to run straight through it, and we're going to have an NPC actually help our battles. Oh, now I'm lagging a bit. Oh, I'm punching with my other hand. Let me reset fraps here real quick. Okay. Oh my gosh, I am lagging like a fool. Oh. I don't know why I'm lagging, but that's okay. Let's continue on. So I'm not the quickest player, I'm not the best player, but that's okay, because we're going to have some fun. After I get this first... This first bit is actually one of the hardest parts of this entire playthrough. There is a lot of luck involved in this first part, but after you do it, then you're pretty much golden, and you have basically free range on the entire game. Let's go, own this, yes. Because the Fire Great Scythe is one of the best weapons in the whole entire game. It's fantastic. It's very, very powerful. It can kill pretty much all the bosses very easily. So that's nice. Can I? Am I lagging out really bad or something? Hopefully that fixed it. If it didn't, then whatever. For some reason, I've recorded this game actually about 7 times or so, and every single time I've had some sort of issue, whether the recording didn't actually record, or things started lagging out, or stuff like that. Like, sometimes it has those little lag spikes. I don't know, like, pretty much everything has been against me in this entire run, so hopefully we can get something good going. I hope, anyway, because I really like this game, and I really want to play it, so let's kill this guy here. Okay. And you can tell that I'm actually using my light armor set, or I just removed some armor. So we can... Oh. Okay. Apologies if I don't talk all the time, it's mostly just focusing. And after we get to Lordron, I'm gonna probably restart my Dark Souls game. I think that might actually help the lag, because I'm not sure why it's lagging so bad. It was doing just fine a second ago. That's okay. Picking up some souls. So the nice thing about the Fire Great Scythe, and something you'll notice immediately after getting it, is that it only requires 14 strength and 14 dexterity to use. Oh my god, look at the lag. Boom. And since it is like that, you'll find yourself having a very easy time wielding it, because it's very low strength, very low dexterity. I can actually level up to those things right now. So 14 dex, 14 dexterity, and all of a sudden I can use it. But not only that, but you actually don't have to level the scythe in order to... Or you don't have to level your dexterity in order to use the scythe effectively. In a typical fashion, if you're just leveling up the weapon in the normal weapon, so you can just upgrade it and upgrade it and upgrade it, and it'll get stronger with your dex. So the more dexterity you have, the more damage you will do with it. But elemental weapons actually don't benefit from any sort of stat bonuses, and they'll have a very hard amount of damage that they can do, and that's sort of the end of it. You can't upgrade it or lower it or anything like that unless the enemy has resistances to those specific things, such as slashing or blunt resistance or anything like that, piercing resistance, or even fire and lightning and magic resistance. So the damage will only fluctuate when someone is stronger or weaker to that specific element. But yeah, other than that, you can't actually make the weapon do more damage. The only way you can, continue with the game and make it more strong is to actually build upgrades onto it over and over and over again. So the fire weapons can go up to +10, the normal weapons can go up to +15, and the rest of them can go to various lengths. Like the chaos weapons can go to +5, and some other ones can go to, only +10 or something like that. So yeah, so +5, +10, +15, those are all just upgrade levels. And you need certain amounts of materials to do it. But anyways, I'm going to restart Dark Souls. I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back to Dark Souls once more. I guess it was only about a split second, but that's okay. We are not lagging anymore, it looks like. That's great. So, the first thing that we will need in order to accomplish this feat of great dexterity and strength and speed is we're going to need... Number 1, fast roll. Number 2, fire bombs. Number 3, lots of balls. Just as many balls as you can possibly get. You want all them balls. Because this is actually going to be one of the most difficult parts of this entire run. If you're good and experienced at this part, it won't be a big deal. But if you're not, then you're going to be pretty much screwed. So this is one of the famous beginner's traps areas for those who are uninitiated with this game. And since it is a beginner's trap, it has the very typical beginner's trap stuff. So, for instance, enemies you cannot kill very well. And let's pick up this. Hopefully nobody charges me. So these skeletons here are actually very, very powerful. They can make you bleed out. They can... you can see how fast they're catching up to me. They can roll very fast at you with their weapon drawn. And they can just cause all sorts of havoc. And unfortunately, you actually cannot do a whole lot to them unless you have a blunt weapon. So if you don't have a blunt weapon, then you're a little bit screwed. Because they actually are very resistant to slashing damage. Oh gosh. Oh boy. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to open up this gate. And let's open up the gate here. And we'll quit the game after it's done. And this will make it so all the enemy placements get reset. And this is actually a popular trick you can do. Some of the bosses in the game, you can use this for, and it sort of makes them a little bit easier. But I'm just going to use it because I don't want to have to deal with a skeleton that I couldn't deal with normally. So let's wait for this guy to throw another fireball. Okay. So the only way to kill this guy effectively is just to throw fire bombs at him. And you saw that we picked up fire bombs inside the Firelink Shrine. It's almost as if they wanted you to find them. Strangely enough. Okay, we're going to activate this bonfire. And we're going to rest at said bonfire. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to, first of all, remove these items here. And we are going to use a humanity, and we're going to resurrect to being human. Now, the purpose of this is that we want to summon an NPC to come help us with a boss. And that boss is Pinwheel. So for those who don't know who Pinwheel is, he's a very slow boss. He only spawns clones, and he has a fairly strong fireball attack, but he's very, very easy later in the game. The hardest part of this entire area is this part right here. The catacombs. The actual catacombs themselves are very, very difficult because, like I said, you need to kill necromancers and skeletons, and pretty much everything that could possibly want to kill you in here is out to kill you. And they're all... Oh, geez. I don't want you here. Oh, did he die? Oh, I guess he died. Excellent. Or did he? Oh, there he is right there. Hey, buddy. Yeah, okay, so you can see how little damage I do. I do like 30 damage to this guy. Basically nothing. Let's kick him off. And Paladin Leroy's gonna take care of business for us a little bit. Let's kick him off. Get out of here. I want you. Get out of here. I said get out of here. Okay, so I kicked him off, and Paladin Leroy's just gonna take care of business. And we are gonna rush straight to the boss. So that was just a massive shortcut, and you can use this for pretty much any playthrough. It's fantastic. You can skip pretty much the entirety of this level and just that skip right there. So I don't have to worry about Titanite demons. I don't have to worry about necromancers. I don't have to worry about anything. It's one of the most fabulous things ever. So we're gonna wait for our guy to get here. Okay, so Paladin Leroy is fine, and he is going to join us in this battle, I hope. Hopefully. And okay. Oh, okay. Let's hit this guy. Paladin Leroy, you here, buddy? Okay, cool. So what you want Paladin Leroy to do is you just want him to hit the boss. And that can be hard or easy depending on the mood of Mr. Paladin Leroy. So we want him to just hit the boss. Hit the boss. Come on, man. Okay. Oh. Come here. Ow. Okay, I'm having a little bit of trouble here getting him within range. Come on, man. I want you to hit the boss. Hit the boss right here. No, I don't want you to hit that guy. Ah, fuck. Now this is actually the hardest part, is just getting Leroy to focus on the boss, who is one of these three clones here. He's just very, very far away. Oh. And I get hit. Nice. Oh my god, Leroy, get over here, man. Jeez. There we go. Okay, so he gets one good hit. Two good hit. And once more. Boom. Okay, good. Excellent. So we killed the first boss. And like I said, the hardest part is just getting Leroy to do what you want him to do. Yeah, alright. And we got Mask of the Child, which is, I think, the stamina recovery. Yeah, sweet. Okay, so we got stamina recovery. Got a homeward bone. Excelente. And now we should be good to go, I think. Basically what we want to do is we want to now get the Great Scythe, if we can help it. So we rested here. After I get the Great Scythe, I'm probably just gonna die. And that's fine, it doesn't matter. Because all we really need to do is get the Great Scythe and get the fuck out of here. Well, actually, no, that's not true. We need to get to the blacksmith, who will give us some fire enchants. And this is the only guy who can do it. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna rush straight through. Rushing straight through. Okay. Always hold your shield up when doing this. And we're gonna use the quit trick in order to alleviate some of these guys here. Do this. We're gonna duck right here and duck around here. Okay, and here we go, and quit. Great. Okay, so that went pretty well. So let's load up our game again. Okay, and let's continue on. Ouch. It's okay if you get hit once or twice, it's not too big of a deal. Just make sure you don't get hit more than a few times, because it will hurt really, really, really bad. Oh, there we go. Okay, oh my gosh, and I slipped off. Look at that. Do you see that? I just slipped off the stairs. Of course. This actually happened to me in my, I've always had problems with this jump for some reason. I just need to, like, slowly get over there, and I don't want to do a dive like that, because it sort of screws me up. But that's okay, we got the bridge down, And all we have to do is just grab our souls so we can continue on. Okay, so let's go. Okay, that guy is not jumping. Good. That guy jumped. Good. This part always makes me really nervous. I know I try not to be, but it just sort of happens. I mean, you're running through so many freaking skeletons, and these guys are deadly as hell. Okay, and there we go. Okay, perfect. And perfect. And perfect. Okay, sweet. So we got the Great Scythe. Okay. Let's get down into the depths here. And I just died. Perfect. You see that, like, little tiny rock? It's that tiny rock. Yeah, this game hates you. This game really does hate you, for reals. That's okay. Because I think our soul will actually be a little bit higher up. This is actually the hardest part of this whole thing. The Paladin Leroy thing, that was nothing. I mean, that was super easy. You can see just how relaxed I was the entire time. Sometimes the Necromancer will actually fall into that giant pit. And that can be very beneficial. But sometimes you don't get as lucky. And, of course, the instant that I try to do that, I get hit by the Necromancer in the back. Alright, let's heal up. Okay, that guy's gone. Now, where did my soul go? Should be somewhere over here. Okay, let's drop here. Drop here. And drop here. Now, where is my soul? Aha. Okay, ouch, that hurt. Okay, and just a nice gentle drop. And another nice gentle drop. Perfect. Okay, oh. I don't want that to happen. Let's just drop in here. And let's quit out of the game here. So we reset those guys. Sorry I'm not talking as much. It's like I said, this part's very nerve-wracking. It's one of the most nerve-wracking spots in the entire game. Okay, so we are here, and this guy will actually give us some cool stuff. So I think, okay, so we got a Homer Bone. We need one of those. Let's see, I think we need, I think it's 9? I think it's 9. Pretty sure it's 9. Reinforced weapon, alright, Great Scythe. And this will ascend it to level 5. Yep, exactly, 9. Perfect. And this guy actually has the inherent ability to add fire, so you can see right here. There's like a little fire emblem on this, on this shield here. And you can upgrade it to the Fire Great Scythe. And actually, you can see that it actually does less raw damage, but you get 130 raw damage straight, or raw fire damage, which is great. And we got that green Titanite shard as we were jumping down into the pit. And here we go, Fire Great Scythe. And now we have one of the best weapons in the game, if not the best, because it has one of the best reaches, it has extremely good power, and you don't really have to do anything else. It's pretty much super powerful as it is. But let's get out of here. Let's get back to... Oh, why do I keep skipping it? There we go. Okay. And we got what we came for, and we died a few times, and, you know, that's sort of the name of the game here. That's fine. It's not really that big of a deal. But the biggest advantage that we have right now is the ability to level vitality and endurance sort of straight out of the gate. So you have tons and tons and tons of options in terms of versatility. So I can up this to, 16, 15, or up this all the way to 19 and just have a huge amount of life just to begin with. So we can evenly distribute a bit. And now I'm a little bit stronger. Fantastic. So let's get out of here. Oh yeah, that's right, I'm a little bit slower now. because I forgot that this actually makes you a little bit slower because it's actually heavier than my longsword, which makes sense. But hopefully we can make it out of here in time. Oh, come on, move, dude. There we go. Perfect. That's actually one of the harder spots to get through too, but we did it. And just keep running. No big deal. So, there's how to get one of the most powerful weapons in the game straight out of the gate. And actually, you don't even have to ascend it to a fire weapon. You could actually just ascend it straight to level 5, and you have a very, very, very powerful dexterity weapon. And you can just start leveling dexterity. And that's an equally good tactic, but I'm going to worry more about the ease of play through this. Because one thing you always have to know about Dark Souls is that endurance and vitality are never wasted. They are never, ever wasted. They always have a purpose. But strength, dexterity, and the rest of them, you know, they'll eventually peter out, and they'll have diminishing returns. I mean, so will vitality and the others, but you know, you'll always get something for vitality and endurance. And that's why this build is really good. And considered one of the best sort of single-player builds. But you won't be able to really do much PvP combat because it's a little bit tricky, but yeah, because lightning weapons are generally better because you have a whole lot less resistance to it. And yeah, there's only like 1 or 2 shields in the game that can actually block lightning. And the rest of them are all fire-based. But anyways, so we have this really creepy mask. I'll show you the moveset of this, so you can kind of get an idea of just how crazy the reach is. So the reach is very, very long on there. This is actually considered a halberd weapon, so when you actually hit, it won't have this long delay. You'll just keep hitting and keep hitting, and it's fantastic. The strong attack is this huge sweeping attack, and it is very, very large. You can hit like a swath of enemies doing this and all one-shot them at once. You can do a leap attack, sort of a jump and swing. When you're in two-handed mode, same thing. You lose a little bit of range, but that's okay, because it does a whole bunch more damage. Same thing, you have a jump attack that kind of cuts a swath. And one of my favorite attacks is the running dash. So the running dash is very, very, very powerful. It sort of runs up and slashes fast, and you can get away quick when you actually hit the enemy. And not only that, but you can actually slash twice when you're up in his grill. And that does a ton of freaking damage. But anyways, I think that is sufficient for one episode. I know we sort of messed up and we sort of died, but you know what? That's the name of the game. It's the Prepare to Die edition. So you better prepare to die, I guess. And we are going to die during this playthrough. Don't get me wrong. But, yeah. So anyways, guys, I will talk to you in the next episode. See you later. Bye-bye.